until like later years. Because my last anger management class was, I think it was 22. Last time.
When you were 22. When you were 22.
Yeah, when I was 22.
Okay.
So it's a. There's just they just said a lot of intriguing things. One of the biggest things that that was said to me, but I didn't catch it till later, was when my anger management teacher, we were talking. I was like, yeah, I don't have any confidence because of my because of the way my stepdad treated me. And he was like, what? He goes, it has nothing to do with him. He goes, it's your confidence. He goes, are you around him now? Or is he here right now? I was like, no. He's like, it's your confidence. Yeah. And I didn't really get that at first, because I was just so young and wild. And then, years later, it clicked with me. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, so I don't need to make anything about him anymore.
Right.
I was like, I
control it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have to make anything about him. Why do I need to like have this energy of like hate, towards him? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought even deeper. I was like, there were things that happened to him when he was younger. He was doing what he knew.
Mm-hmm.
That was all he knew. He was just in that environment.
Right.
So I had to put all that into consideration to forgive this person and forgive him with love. Because there's a difference. I think there's a difference of forgiving someone with, just saying, oh, I forgive you.
Right.
That's easy to say and walking away. But
Yeah.
to forgive a person with love means like, damn, that person that is forgiving with love is pretty in control of who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have this like,
Yeah. When you hold, I feel like when you hold a grudge towards someone like that, like when you have some stuff that goes on in your early life like that, like abuse from like a step parent or something like that.
Yeah.
And you get older, it's easy to use them as an excuse for shit,
Yeah.
or like hold like that angst or hatred towards them.
100%.
But you're the one that suffers, not them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you feel like that and you think like that, you're making yourself suffer.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And once you can let go of that,
Yeah.
then there's no more suffering. You're completely clear of it, and you
Uh-huh.
have no hard feelings or whatever. You almost want to thank them for making you turn out the way you did.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like if he was here right now, I'd shake his hand.
Right.
Just because with all that I've learned, and I'm so happy that, I've had these, certain people that I look up to and admire to help me find things for myself. You know what I mean? Just finding that, like, in the result I've seen from it has been like wonderful for me. Like I walk through life a lot smoother now. Most people, like when I tell people I went through, anger management, most people they don't even fucking believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, that's how hard I've worked. You know what I mean? That's what I like, or just I've learned so much. I've taken in so much because it's like, and I see these people every day, and I get it, sometimes, within reason, I see these people wanting to go after people online, a person does something, like one of the weirdest things that I saw was, you guys know the actress Vanessa Hudgens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she posted a picture of her at a cemetery and it said my happy place, right? And someone got offended that she said that because she was at a cemetery. They were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this."
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, you needed to do that. You needed to go to her fucking
Page and say that.
and say that. Like, how are you okay?
Right.
That's like my first thought to people like that. Are you okay? Who hurt you?
Yeah. What do you have going on?
What do you have going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's a
Like
to
they don't understand
yeah
themselves. They have to
like
externalize
you're
it.
making your her picture is not about you.
Right. It had nothing to do with you.
Has nothing to do with you. But people do that. People make these other things about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the most terrifying thing to people is to look within.
Yeah.
People are scared to do that.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary. Mm-hmm. But once you do it, fucking.
You come out better.
With anger management, did you ever do any writing? Like, was writing a process of that?
Day.
You journal every day?
Yeah.
Now, when you, like, explain to me, like, your process with journaling versus, like, writing for comedy. Is there a difference between the two, or is there an overlap?
Not even really. It's not even a difference. I mean, the journal goes on stage pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. Because that's where I make it so honest and so clear to where I can understand it. And when I have a clear view of it, what I say on stage, like, it's just like, I know what to say with it and know how to make it funny because I understand it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with it. Like, I tell jokes about my abusive childhood, because and it's a tough joke because obviously when people hear the word abuse, they get uncomfortable, and I literally had to, like, bomb that joke a lot.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I really had to figure out a way, and one of the things that I had to learn, I was like, don't say this out of spite because the crowd will get uncomfortable. Because they could feel that. They'll know that you're not okay. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, don't say this out of spite. How do I say this out of, like, I'm having fun with it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I lead it up, to that. I get them prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But in funny ways. And then I just fucking drop it on them. Yeah. And then they appreciate it because I made them comfortable with it. You know what I mean? I let them know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. But I let them know where I'm at in such a funny way. In such a cool way, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was all from, like, journaling about it constantly. Just constantly writing about, what that, childhood was like and where I'm at now. And when I do that and let them know where I'm at now and how I am mentally, it sets them up like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we can ride with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, just doing that and what it's done for me has made me realize so much. You know what I mean? I think a lot about, like,
about yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything, gosh. And it's it's hard to say. Not even hard, not hard to say. It just doesn't. It's just not something that clicks with people very easy. It's not an easy thing to just sit there and tell someone, like, hey, I know that person wronged you, but don't make it about them. Make it about you. Take control. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's hard to get someone to understand that. It's very hard, So I get it sometimes, like, I mean, I was lashing out at everybody, but with violence, I always wanted to fight, because that's all I knew. All I knew was violence. That's all I saw in my house. Mm-hmm. So when I would go outside, what was I doing? I wanted, violence. So, I do get it. A lot of people are doing what they know, but a lot of people need to realize, most of the time what someone else is doing has nothing to do with you. I don't take that abuse personal. I don't take it personal at all. Why? Yeah. He was doing what he knew. Like he thinks he, was a great dad. Of course. That's not crazy. You want to know why it's not crazy? Because his dad left him. He didn't know his father. You know what I mean? So he was there in my life.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
From not being there, yeah.
Exactly. So, why would I think it's crazy when he would say that he thinks he was he tried his best. He's right. He tried his best. And that was what he gave. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I still see him from time to time. It was been like, I haven't seen him in like 4 years, but I have a brother with special needs. So my mom and him still have to see each other, like take him, to doctor's appointments or, whatever they need to do to help him out. And a lot of times there's not much conversation there, and on my end, I'm okay. I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to you, But I think, I don't know as to why. It's not like, I don't want to talk to you. It's more of like, I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which is fine. I get it. There's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I think the cooler story would be, to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Why not? Fuck it. Who cares?
Right.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
If it goes bad, okay, I'm cool with me. I love what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun with life. So